Here's your good video there, guys. This is one of the, just videos you run up on YouTube. And of course, it's got pictures of, World War II. Blitz details massive drug use in Nazi Germany. Now, most people would focus on the agenda at hand about, the drug use in Nazi Germany, which they were supposed to have come up with some methamphetamines to keep these soldiers going, you see. And so that is what 99% of the people that would look at this would be, they'd be focused on that. And but you guys know with me, I'm all about signs and symbols. I'm all about conversions and stuff and so forth. And so let's take a little deeper meaning look at this and see what's going on here. First of all, you see this this cross right there? This is a Panzer division, okay, from out of Germany. And it's got a white cross on it. Now, I've even looked it up, and I knew this before that I even noticed the answer, but there is no white cross symbology in the Third Reich of Germany. I'm not going to say the N word because that gets you blocked on this thing. So, hey, why have they got that on there? And you might say, well, Jerry, it's just that one tank. No, it's not that one tank. It's several of them. I don't really know if you can see this or not, but all four of those tanks lined up in a row. That one, and this one, this one right here, that one, and the one behind it. You can see the one behind it clearly. They've all got the white crosses on it. And this one over here that's sitting, it has a white cross on it, even though it's a modified vehicle. It isn't necessarily a Panzer tank, but it's got it on it. Now you might say, what is going on there, Jerry? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on. That is actually Swiss divisions of Panzer tanks. You see the white cross there like you got in the middle of the flag? And there was two Panzer Division tanks all the way up until the invasion of Poland. Okay? Sure was. I mean, take a look at the Swiss cross for yourself, guys. You can see that white cross in the middle of it. I don't need to show you that Swiss cross. It's easy to see. It's a square flag, and it has a white cross in the middle of it. That's what it is. And so they ran with the Germans all the way till Poland, and then when they invaded Poland, and the Allies declared war, and England declared war on the Third Reich. They decided all of a sudden they didn't want to be a part of this, but they wanted to keep the tanks in commission, regardless. So what they did was this, basically. They painted a black cross in the middle of it, and thus the Iron Cross of Nazi Germany was born. That's all they had to do. Now all of a sudden we've got the Iron Cross besides the swastika. Quick fix, wasn't it? They could keep using the tanks now. All of a sudden they're German tanks magically, with just a little bit of black paint to the parallel, a little bit of black paint to the vertical. It's that simple, wasn't it, people? It's a simple, quick fix. And if we take a look right here at the German border, the German-Swiss border, you will see on this side a German soldier, see him? And on that side a Swiss soldier. Not too many difference in terms of looks, are they? As a matter of fact, the Swiss people were the ones under the banker, aka the Biz, that financed Hitler, if you really want to know the truth about it. And so, I said that H word, we might get blocked. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, guys. I mean, these are the people giving you your shot. And I noticed the other day when I was watching one of Chaplain Bob Walker's videos, he was talking about how that they were briefing Joe Biden and the entire administration, about racial supremacy and racism in this country and everything else, and how that's definitely going to have to be looked in and addressed. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, I'm in absolute full cooperation with that. I think it needs to be looked in because you guys know I'm not racist at all. I've got black friends even. And so what they need to do is seeing that this shot is being delivered by these people, this COVID virus shot under the Novartis company and Novavax, seeing these people have got this kind of a racial, background against minorities and what they consider to be trash races, and now they're delivering that shot out there like they are. We better be looking into this, guys. I mean, I think Chaplain Bob and them, they thought it was a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think we need to look into this, man. I mean, because, after all, Joseph Mengele, the angel of death, he grew up like 20-some miles away from Novartis at the Swiss-German border. And most of this stuff, from what I can see, is eugenics. And here we are injecting it with our good brown and black people here in this country. We're going to have to look into this, guys. I'm in full cooperation with this. I mean, if they're looking into racial discrimination and white supremacy, we need to look into it definitely. I think that Joe Biden's administration needs to go after that full blast, and I think it needs to start with the Swiss. Because if you have this kind of a background with these people, that they have these close of ties to such a racial organization right next door, folks, I'm in full cooperation with this in every way. I think it's a good thing. They need to look into it, don't you? Yes, most definitely. As a matter of fact, I think you ought to write your congressman, and you ought to write your president-elect. You ought to write them all and say, I condone racial supremacy. I condone white supremacy. And I do too, people. And I think that it starts with the Swiss. Because if they're going to have these kind of ties with such a racial background on something like this needs to be looked into. I don't trust something coming over here into this country from somebody that would have this kind of a past, do you? So this whole thing about looking into racial white supremacy, it definitely needs to be looked into, folks. I'm in full agreement, man, with the black people on this one completely. I'm on their side with it. We need to look into this. Thank you for seeing my video.